Here, YouTube, welcome back to the recap. Toronto bracket major. My bad, my words slipped up. Toronto major is finally here. Last episode we had of the recap was what the predictions of the group stage was, which was, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I don't know how that went because I haven't been keeping up as much with the matches recently. So I did a little bit of research for this week's stage. I mean, I'm complete bias right here. I've only really watched the phase matches and some of the, some of the important matches. Like I was gonna say examples, but some of the phase matches. I mean, we've seen the dominance they've been in, right? Which, in all honesty, back to back might be the thing that's gonna happen. If we're being honest, right? If we're being honest, because well, what's been the rule or what's been the record here for Miami on land? 0-12, right? 0-12, and then you're facing a hot red 7-0 phase. I'm honestly thinking it's gonna stay like that. I know I'm going right into the predictions here, but I'm going right in because for that's the main reason for this fact right here. Phase Miami 3-0 instant. I'm sorry, Miami low, but like y'all gotta do something on land. Prove it tomorrow, please, please, please prove it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Prove it, please. I beg, man. I want to see this Miami team go crazy. And all right, enough yapping with that matchup. Thieves, New York, and then once again, like I said, I just did research. LA Thieves 5-2 this stage, while the subliners went 3-4. That's an interesting one, man. That's an interesting one. Thieves, subliners, it's land. I'm feeling, in all honesty, I think these top four teams stay the same. I want to say there's gonna be some shock here, but in reality, I think it's land. I think the subliners take that series in like four or five maybe, but four realistically. Five, it might go to five, but four. I'm gonna just say four. Toronto, Seattle's always the team that just pops up out of nowhere, right? Carolina too. I mean, they're in the winners too, but like Seattle is always the team that just surprisingly pops up, even though everyone was talking about the broken GAs in the beginning of the season and all the roster changes they had. But by the looks of it, Seattle's been playing good, right? With the subs they've made. I'm guessing they changed the style of play they got, and I mean, now they're in the winners. But you're going up against a Toronto team that went 6-1, right? So in reality, I'm gonna take that at game 5, but I got Toronto taking the win over that one right there. Moving on, Optic Ravens, and it feels like this is always a matchup that pops up either in losers or in winners round 1. I don't know why. It's always winners round 1, right? It's what it feels like. It feels like I think it was the first major they played early on. No, they played Miami, I think. Other than that, it feels like they always play either, unless I'm thinking of losers, which I might be. But same thing, Optic Ravens. Yeah, Ravens are up here in winners. You've been playing better, but you're going up against a 6-1 Optic as well, right? Yeah, the only team they're losing to is FaZe. Both Toronto and Optic. I'm not gonna say that's game. I'm not gonna say that's a sweep. I say game 4. I did put 5 before. I'm gonna give it a 4 right there. Moving on. Hopefully the matches are showing right there. I really peeped that. Moving on. Heretics, Vegas, Thieves, Breach. Breach has been the team. I'm gonna just skip that Miami one real quick because Vegas, they've been struggling, so I don't know what to say on that yet. But Thieves, Boston, man, 50 points for Boston. Is that the same amount they had last video? They did. You wanna know why? Because they went 0-7. They didn't win one match the entire set of group right there, right? Of the group stage. So in reality, Boston, you make it to Toronto, you come in on the plane, right? You come in Thursday night. Oh, not even Thursday night. You're playing on Friday, but you come to Toronto on Tuesday just to sit down on a Friday, 30 minutes, go home, right? I'm sorry, but like, what else can I say about that, right? Boston needs to pick it up. Prove everyone wrong, win this major and the next major, and then break into top 4, and then bada bing bada boom, make it a champs, win champs, prove the whole world wrong. But you drop Slasher and that's what happens, right? I'm sorry. Miami, Vegas, same thing. Does the curse break here? You know what I mean? Does the Miami curse break here? You had the Legion went 2-5. Miami went 3-4. Like, group wise and the way they've been playing wise, yeah, Miami's been struggling, but Vegas just lost the rhythm once they got rid of their player, right? Purge. Once he got out of that Vegas team, it feels like he was the key that held him together, the glue in the team, you could say, that was holding him down, and they got rid of him, and it all went downhill. I'm sorry, but I'm saying that Miami curse is done. Thieves, be careful, because you're gonna go up against the red hot Miami team. Surge Rocker, once again, like I said, I have the set list here. Rocker's one of the teams that are in top 8, right? But other than that, these 4 teams right here, they need the points, right? Seattle 11th place with 100 points, right? You got Rocker in. Do I have a star on them? No, right? But once again, Seattle 100 points. Rocker has plus 100. I didn't add that in my notes. Ravens 100 points. Miami once again 100 points. These 5th through 11th, right? 5th through 11th, they're all champs bound. To be honest, there's just 3 teams. One mistake, one series loss to their name is just gonna boost the other team up, you know. So once again, 5 through 11, someone has to go crazy for these teams to like know they want to win like these set of matches so they can advance. Because like I said, you have the bottom 3 teams, right? So you can say like the eliminated teams from champs, so like 9 and 11, right? Once again, only getting separated from like 5 points, like that's crazy. 10 points, that's crazy. And then Boston with 50, Boston's out. Get out, you know what I mean? Boston's just done. But Seattle Rocker, once again, like I said, this Seattle's team been going crazy recently with like the changes and all that, so I'm gonna just give that to them over the Rocker. And then Ravens, Gorillas is also in the top 8, right? So same as Rocker, but 2-5, while the Ravens have gone 3-4. Yeah, it's just one match over, but I give the upper hand to the Ravens. Why not, right? Moving on, back to the win. I'm gonna just take it on to winners round 3. Why not? Oh, wrong button. Sorry. The winners round 3, right? Or round 2. Sorry. Right? FaZe Subliners, like I said, 7-0, 3-4. This team is just red hot. I'm gonna give it a game 5, just for the fact that these 2 teams are your top 4 teams right here. And then same thing, I'm giving this to Optic, just based mainly off the recent online matches, right? Optic has had the upper hand against that Toronto team recently. Same thing with FaZe, right? FaZe has had the upper hand against Toronto. Yeah, Toronto beat them in the finals in Major 1. But, you know, what happened in Major 2? You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing. They didn't even make it to finals. That's what happens there. And then, like I was saying, Miami and Thieves, these teams need points. Thieves is up there, but Miami is up there, right? They're slowly sneaking. If they get the 10 points against, who did they just beat? Who did I just say they're going to beat? Right? If they get that win against the Vegas squad, you know, then they're going to get points. And they're going to probably advance to the top 10, top 8. Sorry. But I'm going to keep that train going, though. Oh. No, I'm going to keep that train going. I think Miami is going to slowly... No, sorry, I take that back. Thieves are the team that are going to be slowly taking it back or, like, heating up. If we're being honest, right? If we're being honest, Thieves going to be the team that's going to pick it up. Especially at the end of the year. The Papaya going to hit for that man, Dan Ghosty. And he's just going to gain extra powers. And then Seattle Ravens, Game 5, once again, is going to lead down to Clayster hitting a... He's going to kill 3 people in the last round to call it quits. And then this run on Saturday is gonna be fun. These 2 matches look interesting to me. Toronto Thieves, New York Ravens, and then you would have same thing on that Sunday. But yeah, let's just go back to Saturday. Let's go back to Saturday because why not, right? Elimination round 3, Toronto Thieves. The run's gonna end there for the Thieves in Game 5. Scrapp's gonna go crazy, hit a 2-man on control, right, to call the round right there. And then leading S&D, it's gonna be a full sale. Calling it right now, it's gonna be a full sale. If you don't know what that is, that's like if you're up 5-0 and you just lose 6 in a row, full sell. That's what's gonna happen to the Thieves. They're gonna choke it, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then Ravens subliners, the heartbreaks of all Clayster fans and former New York, you know, because Clay was in New York before, but it haunts him still. It haunts him. Top 4 stays top 4 in my opinion. Toronto subliners, Optic phase is going to be the same thing as last event. And yeah, it's major 3 if we're being honest here. Back and forth, back and forth. These matches that have always been close. If we're being honest, right? These matches that have always been close. I was going to start with this match right here with Optic and phase, which in reality it can go like this if we're being honest, right? It could go game 5. All these matches that have happened so far with phase and Optic have just been so close. You know what I mean? Even if it's a sweep, the matches are close. Like the maps alone are close. So game 5 right there. Toronto drops down, Optic drops down, subliners drop down. We already seen who they played. Bam, back and forth, ends 3-1. And then Optic catch heat in the final day on Sunday. They catch heat, even though I think they just played Sunday, right? They lose to phase, but you're not out of the tournament. You're not out. You lose one match, you take down Ultra in a sweeping fashion, and then you head on down to the grand finals against Optic, or I mean against phase once again. And if we're being honest, man, this in reality is going to be the grand final. The bracket alone might not be right, but this alone might be the finals, right? It just might be the finals. And bam, game 1 Optic. Bam, game 2 phase. 3-1, because I mean, as an Optic fan, you just can't deny the fact that phase have been just such a dominant team that this match isn't even over yet, that they bring it back. But in game 7, phase is the team that takes the round, takes the match, calls it point. CEO once again, you can say. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just the domination of this team that has happened recently. I just don't. I mean, I can't see this way. I can't see this ending any other way. Yeah, Optic could win, but it's vice versa. It's vice versa. If I'm being honest, it's like such a close call within both of these teams. Yeah, phase beat Optic. That was your one loss in this group, was to phase. But if you catch heat this entire tournament, it's land, right? One team could take one match, one team could take one series, call it game. We seen it, what, major 1 nearly one with I mean Ultra, I mean subliners did get eliminated early on. You can see stuff like that really just happen. So at the end of it, it's Call of Duty, man. But yep, phase, call it game, ended in 7, back-to-back champions. And then you have, damn, I was gonna say the Ravens major coming up soon, but that's not even a thing anymore. That's been disbanded and discalled, and now sets place in the league's HQ, I think, with no fans. It's not it. It ain't it, man. Bring back CWL. That's facts. Hashtag bring back CWL. Oh my god, not the CDL, man. Other than that, YouTube, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys when this is over, right? When predictions are over. And what am I trying to say? Well, I'll be back when the winner's announced. When the winner's there, you know, we'll be there. We'll be watching. I want to do something soon when I do like live reactions, but like at the same time, I don't be watching it on my setup. I watch it on the TV, so like I don't want the whole TV to be like me breaking my neck watching that. You know, I gotta decide on that, right? Other than that, I'm gonna just repeat my outro once again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next time. On the next one. Damn, I'm out of here. Deuces, peace. Bye.